Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would show you some of my most popular smaller henna designs. So here I am kind of pointing out to you the most popular ones that I do out at my booth in the spring and summer. These ones are definitely more on the small side, so I hope that this video will kind of give you some inspiration if you are a beginner. And so the first one is going to be a very simple rose. I first start with a simple swirl as the center, and then I do a row of 2 petals, a row of 3 petals next, and then a row of 5 petals for the last row. I then like to add some details around the outside edge of the rose, usually swirls and a few leaves. Of course, we have to add just a touch of shading. This is a simple design, so I don't do too much realistic shading, just a few very subtle and light lines on the top of the petal and the bottom. This next one is super popular with the kids, and I honestly love it so much as well, and that is a simple yin yang design with flower petals around the outside. So it's kind of like a little mandala with a yin yang center. I start with a simple S-curve shape, and then I go in with 2 smaller circles on either side, and then petals. Then it's just a matter of filling in the small circle on the left side and then the outer area around the other circle on the right side. This next one is seriously so popular with kids and adults alike, and it is my simple but sweet sea turtle. Once I do the shell, then I do the head, and you can kind of see me connecting the neck and the head together, a very simple eye, and a little bit of shading inside just to kind of give the skin a little bit of texture. The inside of the shell is where you can get really creative. Mine generally kind of has a little bit of floral as well as other kind of henna style designs inside, but honestly you can do whatever you want on the inner part of the shell. I think this part is definitely the most fun and probably going to be the easiest part for you guys. Getting the fins and the face of the turtle is definitely the hardest part, but once you kind of get it down, then it's so easy for me now. I can honestly probably do this one almost with my eyes closed at this point. I've done it so much. This next one is a hibiscus flower. It's pretty straightforward. hopefully seeing me create this line by line will make it a little bit easier to execute for you. But once you do get this one down, it's a really great one to incorporate into entire hand designs. You can do them as clusters, which looks really nice together as well. And yeah, I hope you guys really like this one too. It is another super popular design. Next up is the Lotus Flower. I always like to start with the center petal first, and then I go in on either side and create the petals that are going to create the shape of the lotus flower, making sure that each one is just slightly lower than the one that was before it. And this kind of creates the look of the lotus flower opening up, and you can't forget the petals on the bottom side as well. This next one is a standing rose, and so it's a little bit different than the one that we did in the beginning. And as you can see, the leaves that I'm doing, or the petals rather, are structured a little bit differently as well to kind of give it slightly a more realistic and less henna flower look to it. I also like to add shading, of course, and I think it gives a really good look to it overall. Now we are going to be adding the leaves that you see at the bottom of roses, and then we're going to go in and do the stem, which I like to do a little bit more jagged. For these leaves, I like to fill them in, so it's very simple and it also gives a really good stain. And to finish it off, you can't forget your thorns. It is a rose after all. This next one is super popular with adults, surprisingly. It was originally based off of a photo that someone brought into me, and I really liked the look of it, so I took a photo of the design of it that I did on her, and I put it in my books, and I've discovered that, so many other people really like it, so definitely had to incorporate this one into this video for you guys. It is slightly more detailed, a little bit more complicated, but if you can kind of master it, I think a lot of your clients or even yourself will really like to use this in your own henna practice. This part of the design that I'm doing, you actually see incorporated a lot in real tattoo or permanent tattoo designs, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. You can let me know in the comments if you do know, but I believe it's called an Unalomei or an Unalomei. I'm not really too sure. This next one is a favorite of mine, and it is an elephant with the trunk up. It's usually what most people want when they ask for an elephant from me. Sometimes, you know, I will do just the head of the elephant, kind of more facing from the front, but if I'm doing a full elephant, this is generally what I do. I stick pretty close to this particular design that I'm doing for you guys now, which you've probably seen it on other videos of mine. But yeah, I hope that this is someone that you can incorporate into your own henna work, because like I said, it's one of the most popular ones that I do, and it's just super cute, I think. So these last two, I have a love-hate relationship with them. They are very popular, however, I honestly really don't like doing them, at least on their own, just because they are so simple. I am definitely a more is better type of girl, you could say. So these ones are a little bit too simple for my taste, but yeah, so the infinity, of course, I like to incorporate words if I can, just to make it a little bit more challenging. And then this small cluster of crows or birds. People seem to really love these ones, but like I said, I honestly am just so tired of doing them. I think they're a little bit too simplistic, but I thought I would incorporate this into the video just because, like I said, they are some of my most popular and most requested designs. So these are some of my most popular or highly requested designs that I do that are on the smaller side, and I hope you enjoyed watching. See you next time.